this is fun. Every year, Sports Illustrated, they do this every year, right? They come out, and they've done it since, I don't know, they've done it 7 or 8 years now, I think, and they've come out with the top 50 athletes who make the most money, combining revenue that they earn related to their sport, you're essentially on the field, and then you add in the endorsements, everything they make off the field. And so the list this year is interesting because still checking in at number 1 at $62 million, $62.2 million, is still Tiger Woods. And I just read that Tiger Woods today has signed an endorsement deal with Rolex. So Tiger sort of back, this is his first significant, really big endorsement deal since his troubles. But he's at $62.2 million. And it's interesting because if you go back, well, first of all, we go back even 1 year before Tiger's troubles were just starting, but he still had a bunch of the deals. He was at, he's at $90 million total in 2010. And you go back to 2008, for example, when Tiger's at $127 million, down to $62 million. So Tiger bringing in half the money he was in 2008. But if we go back 5 years, which I thought would be interesting to take a look at, Tiger's still number 1, but at $97 million. So he's even dropped since then after going through the roof.
And you know who's consistently number 2?
Yeah, Mickelson.
Mickelson, yeah.
Golf, man. Golf's all money. Yeah, I mean, that's because, you endorse the clubs. The clubs are expensive. The big endorsement deals because big money changing hands.
The only time he fell to number 3 was in 2007 when De La Hoya made 55.
And when you make, and the thing about golf is, and that's why these guys make so much money. That's why they're all Republicans. Which is honestly why I lost interest in golf. So LeBron James, number 3, $44 million last year, and that's only 12 from the Heat, just to give you an idea of why it wasn't that big a deal for LeBron to take less than the maximum to go play with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade in Miami. They all had to give up some money because he's still making $32 million off the field. So $44 million LeBron's in third. These are all American-born athletes, though, U.S.-born athletes. The list is different internationally. Peyton Manning at number 4, and that'll hold. He's still doing a lot. He's still pitching stuff, so even though he's not playing, he's at 4. Alex Rodriguez at 5, most of that on the field, not endorsements. Then you got Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Dwight Howard at number 10. And you read that list, and you just, right away, you think, what the fuck is Matt Ryan doing on that list? But that's a big deal he got.
What is he doing?
I don't know, man. They tell you what he's doing. He's making $32 million. That's what Matt Ryan's doing. But it's interesting because that's happened before, because if you go back to that 2006 list, go back 5 years, we were talking about Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant at number 4, number 5, Carson Palmer, number 6, LeBron. Carson Palmer?
Who said that?
Then Derek Jeter, A-Rod, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and then Mike Vick, first incarnation at number 10. Mike Vick, probably good chance heading back to this list, I would imagine. So interesting, though, man. Carson Palmer, 1 year, making $31.6 million in 06, almost all of it in his contract, some endorsements. That was right in that run of 2 straight really great years that Palmer had, I think in 05 and 06. He had a 3-year pretty good run, but he had 2 really pretty magical years there with the Bengals, and had signed a big deal, and most of it, you know how the NFL works. You get that big signing bonus at once, they put it onto that salary that year, and all of a sudden, you're making $31.6 million.
Also, 2006 to 2010, Shaq, the highest or the lowest technically he was number 6.
Yeah, well, you got those big guaranteed contracts, man. You keep bringing in that money, and Shaq is, and Shaq can do all these other things. Shaq's going to have, I think, a very successful broadcasting career too. An enormously successful broadcasting career. He's a talented guy. Anyway, it's interesting. So Matt Ryan, Carson Palmer, don't know what they're doing on the list, but Tiger's still holding it number 1. But I don't know whether he'll continue to hold it as he led Mickelson by $1 million, 62.2 to 61.1. Real quick though, internationally though, changes everything. Nobody beat Tiger or Mickelson, but we got guys like Federer at $53 million, Manny Pacquiao.
Banning condoms.
Say what?
Banning condoms, Manny Pacquiao.
Right, Manny Pacquiao with the condoms. You know, and then you got the Ronaldos and the Messis. You got the soccer players bringing in big money too. So
What about you forgot the one that surprised me, at least, Fernando Alonso auto racing?
the auto racing's huge because you go back like internationally back to 2006 and stuff. Michael Schumacher was always really high on that list. Big money, big endorsement money there for auto racing in Europe. They love it. They love it. They're strange people, the Europeans. Hi, this is Ben Mankiewicz along with Rookie Mankiewicz, and Rookie has an important message for you. Subscribe to TYT Sports.